Al Walker, born 1906 in Brunswick, Georgia. He would reside outside of New York. You're looking at a 6-foot heavyweight southpaw that would eventually become the world's colored heavyweight champion. I'm Scrapbook Boxing, and I would like to discuss Al Walker's career with you, right here on a Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Let's take a look at this two-fisted puncher who would become the colored heavyweight champion. Al Walker would have his first fight against Joey Puncher in 1924. And he would hang up the gloves against Johnny Snyder in 1937. Now he would have 52 total bouts, 26 wins, 14 knockouts, 18 losses, and he would be stopped 8 times. On Monday, November 7th, 1927, he would win on a first round disqualification against Arthur D. Combe. Now that fight was supposed to be set up that Al Walker would look spectacular because of contracts and styles. But unfortunately for Al Walker, he would be hit with a bodacious left uppercut that would hit him low in the groin. It was so blatant that the referee would immediately call it off, stating it was a foul. That fight took place at the Broadway Arena in Brooklyn, New York. By the way, the Broadway Arena was an outstanding venue that would support some outstanding historical fights. Monday, December 19th, 1927, he'd be in the ring with a fighter by the name of Johnny Urban, and that fight would be called the draw. They would fight in New York's St. Nicholas Arena. Now that arena was located on 66th Street, across the street from the Lincoln Center. Lincoln Center was a venue that held jazz performances to this day. But the St. Nicholas Arena held some of the greatest fights in boxing history. Matter of fact, the St. Nicholas Arena was where Benny Leonard would take his last breath. You see, in 1947, Benny Leonard would be refereeing a fight and he would collapse in a ring. And that ring was located at the St. Nicholas Arena. Al Walker would have 3 fights against Roy Clark. Win them all. 2 fights with Jimmy Mendez. He would fight Jack Townsend in Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, New York, and he would lose that fight. But on April 12, 1929, he would be in there with Cowboy Billy Owens in Kansas City, and he would lose in 10 rounds. He'd have 3 fights against Bearcat Wright, 3 fights with Obie Walker. Obie Walker, what a fighter he was. Now Walker would be in the ring with Jack Trammell. Trammell had a fighting career record of 36-1. Fought him January 9th, 1937. Walker would also be in the ring with Eddie Blunt. Fought him October 28th, 1935 in New York's St. Nicholas Arena. He'd be in the ring with Tiger Jack Payne. Thursday, October 11th, 1928, he would fight Maxie Rosenblum, New York's Madison Square Garden. He would lose to him in 10 rounds. Bearcat Wright, Yale Oakham. Now these are the opponents that Tiger Jack Payne would fight. Cuban's Bobby Brown, Paul Swindensky, Ernie Scaff. Unfortunately, Ernie Scaff was hit with a beautiful right hand from Max Baer, but unfortunately, Primo Carnera would just give him a light tap and he'd die in the ring. Tiger Jack Payne would be in the ring with George Cook, Sydney, Australia, and he would lose to him. Saturday, August 13th, 1932, he would fight Al Walker. And he would lose to Al Walker in 15 rounds. Now Walker would also be in the ring with Obie Walker. Obi Walker had a fighting career record of 121 total bouts, 92 wins, 62 knockouts, and he would lose 19 fights. He was born September 19th, 1911, Cochrane, Georgia. And he unfortunately died May 23rd, 1989 at the age of 77 in Atlanta, Georgia. I met Obi Walker. And Obi Walker would have some wars, I'll tell you, with Elmer Ray. 1 draw, 5 losses, and 3 victories. He'd be in the ring with Jack Chamel at the Municipal Auditorium, Two-Ton Tony Calento, Bearcat Wright, Leroy Haynes, Henry Taylor, and Tiger Jack Wright. Obi Walker would also face Larry Gans. Larry Gans, by the way, had a total career record of 144 fights, 117 wins, 63 knockouts. Larry Gans was some fighter. He fought out of Canada. He'd also been in the ring with George Cook. September 22nd, 1936, he'd be in the ring with Willie Reddish. At the Municipal Stadium in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he would lose that fight. Let me tell you about Willie Reddish. Had the pleasure of meeting him several times. He wound up becoming an outstanding trainer in Philadelphia. Matter of fact, he was responsible for Meldrick Taylor, who was the 1984 featherweight champion. And Willie Reddish would introduce him to Sweet Georgie Benton, who would carry the rest of his career as a professional. And Willie Reddish would defeat Obi Walker. He'd be in the ring with Otto Van Port, defeat him. Fought him in Geneva, September 17th, 1934. Would also defeat George Godfrey, October 9th, 1933, Philadelphia Arena. Let me tell you, Al Walker was some fighter. And I just wanted to expose him to you. Very important that you know this man. Because he could punch. He was an outstanding fighter and deserves to be recognized. I know a lot of stories about Al Walker. He was a very good humanitarian. Turned out to be a very good trainer. And one hell of a fighter. Thanks for hanging in there with me. This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series, stating all great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Salute to Al Walker. Salute to my subscribers. Salute to all of the great fighters of the past.